Well, right now, we now know the identity of the man who was shot and killed by Des Moines police Tuesday. Investigators say Weston Derby pointed a gun at officers before they opened fire.
And one of those officers was hit by friendly fire and is now recovering in the hospital this evening. He's expected to be okay. The other officer is on paid administrative leave while the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation investigates the case. KCCI is uncovering more about Derby's past from Nebraska to Des Moines.
Court documents outline a history of threats against several people. KCCI's Bo Bowman joins us live now from the scene in Bo. Des Moines police say he and the victim knew each other for years.
Yeah, Laura, Jody, this dates back to at least 2019 when the victim, who now lives here in Des Moines, filed a no-contact order against Derby in Nebraska after he extensively threatened the victim. We do want to warn viewers that some of the details in the story are graphic.
In the protection order, Weston Derby's victim claims they talked to him in May of 2019, urging him to seek help for what they called his anger issues and rage. The victim goes on to state Derby instantly attacked them, knocking over the chair the victim was sitting in and throwing the victim's phone. They write, quote, "He grabbed me and made me look in his eyes and said, 'If you tell anyone, I'm going to murder you.'" On another occasion, the victim says Derby hit them with a board. Another Nebraskan who filed a no-contact order against him last August described several incidents in which Derby would threaten them and hit them. The victim also claimed Derby repeatedly attempted to blackmail them into having sex with him. Des Moines police and Iowa DCI are still investigating what happened when Derby showed up at the Des Moines victim's home, but we do know he had a handgun when he confronted Des Moines officers on Army Post Road early Tuesday morning. Investigators still aren't sure if he possessed it legally.
That's what makes it especially dangerous for them.
Iowa Assistant Attorney General Shannon Archer says it's not uncommon for domestic abusers to use firearms to control or threaten their victims.
The abuse is escalating if he's on to a second or third victim. Additionally, those are what we kind of call red flags.
She says those factors always play a role when officers need to intervene.
If you have those priors, those are red flags, something that we should, as professionals in the area, be aware of when we are serving the recent case.
Iowa DCI and Des Moines police have not yet told us whether or not Derby fired his gun when he confronted police early Tuesday morning. We're live in Des Moines. Bo Bowman, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Bo, thank you. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic abuse, help is available. You can text Iowa Help to 2012-1. You can also call the Iowa Crime Victim Hotline at this number, 1-800-770-1650. All these numbers on your screen there, or the Iowa Crisis Line at 1-844-345-4569. And of course, if you need immediate help, call 911.